G'day folks, Tony again here for more Let's Play The Long Dark. So we are quite thirsty. Let us solve that problem immediately. And then I suspect that we are also probably not tired enough to do any sleeping, so we may have to. Let's try 1 hour. Oh, I could see it getting brighter in the background, so I just cancelled out of that as quickly as I could, because now that it's light enough, we should probably get on with being alive. 36.37 of 30 kilos. That red text is really hard to see. I realize red means bad, but still I question the need for it to be quite that difficult to view. Now, I think some of the clothes that we're wearing got torn by that wolf attack, so we might just do a quick scan here and have a look and see if there's anything that we can repair. For example, this one here looks like it could do with a little bit of fixing up. So we'll do that now. And indeed, it looks like my health is now back up to full again, so I assume the rest is what did that. 86%, 76, 94, 62, that is also quite low. However, I need some cloth. Luck would have it that there is some right here. 9 minutes, 34 calories, that's a fair deal. 3 cloth harvested, so we can do some more repairing. Yes, repair, not harvest, after that mistake earlier, making extra special sure that that I'm doing the right thing. Whoops. Try again, I guess. Look at us burning through those daylight hours. 100%. All right. Anything else drastically low? Yes. The shoes and... All right, what do I need to fix these shoes up? Cured leather, which I have. I do have another fresh sewing kit, so I don't have to worry about running out just yet. Nice. Ruined sewing kit. I wonder, can I fix the sewing kit? Ruined. Doesn't appear to be a repair or a fix. I don't know if I can stock it back up again, but it's left it in my inventory. Why? So that it can weigh me down? Curious. I might just leave it there for now in case we discover something later. 70% chance of success. Beginner skill. And of course, this is all going to be helping us get better at our repair skill. And now that I think of it, maybe we can just go and check up on that. Fire starting is very close. Mending just over halfway. And it looks like we got a little bit of rifle there from that one amazing shot that we used to take down that wolf. All right, enough babbling, Tony. We need food. Luckily, we have some. From all of this delicious wolf meat that we harvested. Let's have a good filling meal because it's much better in my tummy than potentially going to waste. We're going to be out of water. So we need to do some water things. And we kind of need to do them now. So let's break down that chair. Making us around just that little bit emptier. 35% chance of success again. Ugh. 55 with sticks. That's interesting. All right. Well, let's try that first then. That's our best possible chance. As would be folly to head out anywhere for any reason when we've got absolutely no water, knowing that we could have done something about it beforehand. So I do thank you for your patience, dear viewers. I realise that the pace of this game, as languid and as lovely as I find it, may not necessarily always be the most compelling, but hopefully the dulcet tones of my Australian accent are helping in that regard. Ah, no, it went out already. Let's put some... What? What's going on? Ah, it went out. Damn it. After all that, we'll try again.
Come on, little fire.
Come on, fire, I believe in you. So as per usual, noticing a habit where where we try things and we end up doing a whole bunch of quite logical and quite necessary tasks. And then all of a sudden, it's around midday and we really only have half of the daylight left to get out and get doing things. I suspect that on this map, given that it's sort of the beginner difficulty level with a lot of structures around, that's not as much of a drama.
That didn't work.
But I certainly imagine it would be if, for example, you were on a map where you were trudging out and you knew that there was not going to be a structure within a half day's,
Come on,
air quotes, half day's hike. I do find myself thinking a lot more about the other maps now. This is, I believe, the part 10 of this Let's Play. So it's a significant number of hours now that we've been trudging around on this map. And while I'm sure there are a number of things that we haven't found yet, I think it would be really cool. There, we got it that time. It would be really cool to be able to get out and about and explore some of the other possible areas. We're going to go with 1.5 liters for now. That seems to have been working for us so far. And timing-wise, I think also works with having around about an hour's worth. And that boiling does seem to be going a little quicker. Do we have anything we can cook? I mean, look, while the fire's going, why not? Good enough for me. How's our fatigue level? Dropping a little bit. Let's have that coffee, shall we? Something pleasant to have. First thing in the morning, he says. Haha, first thing. It's actually just after lunch, but whatever. So here's the plan. Let me just check. Because all of you kind viewers watching here have the benefit of being able to pause things and go back and investigate. I just want to make sure that I haven't forgotten to drop something that I want to cure on the ground, and I don't believe I have. Let's check in with some of these. Aha! That deer hide is now fully cured. Those ones are coming along nicely, and the guts also should be cured. Now, I don't want to pick them up immediately because that means I'm going to have to carry them around, which is the last thing I want because I'm already kind of overburdened. So here's the plan. Quite some time ago, we said that we were going to head out to either extent of the railway line, and we definitely went all the way up to what I've been calling the north, which is when we turn to the right here. We're going to turn to the left and we're going to head down that way. Also going to get that stone out and ready. So yeah, we're going to go down this way and have a look and see what we can find. I believe what I saw off down in the distance here during a less foggy time was a railway tunnel. And, you know, game design logic would tell me that it is most likely going to be a collapsed tunnel. I think that might be a body lying over there. Let's go and have a closer look. Some feathers. You can never have too many of these. I am committed to, at some point... Gosh, I'm bad at picking things up sometimes. I'm committed at some point to to making a whole bunch of arrows, and I'm sure those will come in handy. They were all around this body. The implication perhaps being that the ravens had come in and pecked at this corpse while it was still fresh. Ugh. I'm very sorry. All right, on our merry way. We have to do our utmost to make sure that their fate does not become ours, at least for a little while longer. The jingly jangly sound of all of the crap that I'm carrying around. So to get my Australian hat firmly on again, all that jingly jangly noisy stuff probably be quite handy for keeping snakes away from you while you're bushwalking. But in terms of colder climate and the potential things that you can run across or discover, I don't know whether being noisy is good or bad. Now that I'm thinking about wildlife that makes rackets, are there raccoons in this? I don't think there are. Don't they knock over garbage bins all the time? Well, it appears our predictions may have been correct. It looks like something not overly great has happened down at the this end of the railway line. But let's have a closer peek around and see if there's anything that we can scavenge from this. Boy, this would have made a lot of noise when it happened too. Is that a thing I can climb on? Doesn't really head anywhere, so no. What's the story here? Did a tree falling over cause a derailment? It's probably more likely that way than the other way. Or are these two completely unrelated events? Not overly important when it comes to us avoiding starvation, so I guess it shall remain a mystery. It is perhaps a mystery that only the world's greatest detective could solve, which is my way of plugging one of the other Let's Plays that we're currently doing at the moment. If you haven't already checked out my colleague Steve Halliwell's Let's Play that he's doing of Batman Arkham Asylum, then you can find that pretty much right here, because it's also on the First 10 Minutes channel. Does this tunnel continue? Ooh, it does. We can actually leave Mystery Lake via that direction. We're not going to do that right now. I'm still quite happy to stay for a little longer in Beginner Land, because I see a whole bunch of unexplored space just over to our right here. So we're going to poke off in that direction and hug the wall and see what we find. It's good to know there's a way out of Mystery Lake to the south. We used a few of these trying to light that fire. Finding a book that helps us train in fire starting would be quite handy. I think I remember seeing somewhere there on the skill screen that your base chance of starting a fire increases as you level up. And having a more pronounced... keep thinking I hear things. Having a higher level as that start value sounds tremendous to me. This feels a little bit like the area where we found some saplings as well, so we might keep our eyes peeled for them. You can never have too many things. What is this? What is that? Birch bark. Birch tree bark, lightweight and flammable. This bark can be used as tinder. Excellent. Another thing that I didn't know existed that I now know does. Probably going to find a whole bunch more of it now. Yep. It doesn't weigh very much, so we're going to grab them. I'm assuming that it's not some sort of Hansel and Gretel-esque trail of goodies leading me deeper into the forest. Ah, sapling. Cool. Though if we do find a hut deep in the forest, my assumption isn't going to be that that there's a witch living there. More birch. Good. My assumption is going to be that it's got a bunch of stuff in it that we can try harvesting. Quite a nice little hill in the middle there, but we're just going to stick to my plan of hugging the wall for now. Because eventually, I guess, we're going to reach a wall that I recognise. Or something nearby that I recognise. I'm also trying to figure out how to reach that intact lookout that we keep spotting several times, because I mistakenly thought that that big hill we headed up previously was going to be it. Coal. Guess I can use that for burning as well, perhaps. This little pile of rocks here. I mean, if they're falling down off the hill, sure, but not really how rocks cluster when they fall. Anything down here? Nope. All right. What else do we have? Surely there's something around here. It would feel a bit weird for it just to be forest everywhere all the time. Ooh. A secluded shack in the middle of a forest. I've just been following this trail of candy. What could possibly go wrong? It's like a burnt out structure there, or a collapsed structure there as well. Well, this is pleasant. I have never been here before. I don't know what we can expect. So we can go on this adventure together. I'm just going to pick all these things up while I can. Because certainly firelighting is probably one of the most frequent things that I've done in the game so far, other than talking constantly into a microphone and occasionally overshooting with my pickup reticule. Alright. So we have a shack up on the hill there, and we have this other thing down here. Let's have a poke around while it's daylight. Still got most of the afternoon left. Lots of deer around, which is good to know. Is there anything lying around here for me to use? We can get some more hide. That sounds like a plan. I think we might leave the meat there, though. Kind of learnt that lesson so far. I'm sure there's a use for it, I'm just not entirely sure what. Some firewood, good. Anything through here? Yeah, nice little hidey hole if something was chasing you, maybe. Alright. Anything hidden around the back? Nope. And I'm super tired. Well, it's a good thing that we found this place. More or less so far, I think we've been quite lucky with... Trapper's Homestead, cool. I think we've been quite lucky with the weather. Perhaps I've now jinxed everything, but... And some rabbits as well. Really need to figure out how to build some snares, I think. But yes, we've been quite lucky, I think, with the weather. We haven't been caught out to any great degree yet, and I'm certainly hoping to keep it that way. Well, let's head in here and see what we can find. All right. Off to a great start already with a... Ooh, another sun kit. with a first aid kit. Jerry cans, which are heavy, heavy, heavy. Floating things, which we can't pick up. Worn sports vest. Allows great upper body mobility and a tiny bit of warmth. Okay, let's give it a go. Oops. I don't think mobility is really all that much of a problem for me at the moment. Even if we repair that, it's not going to be better. So how long will it take to break down? 20 minutes to turn it into one cloth. It weighs 0.5 kilos. It's going to weigh less than that, I assume, when I've only taken some bits of cloth to use later. What else have we got? Tinder plug, thank you. Bandages, always welcome. Aha! Nice. I guess sewing kits make sense if this is an old trapper's hut. Herbal tea. I might leave that firewood there. Storm lantern I might also leave there. A book we could use to burn things. We now have 2 rounds of ammunition, which is nice, although a box of ammunition would be much preferable. Workbench. Aha! A snare.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Tremendous. We already have some simple tools, so we might leave them right here on the workbench. Food. This is a nice haul. I'm quite content, particularly with those rounds of ammunition. More flares and a safe. Now we did find a safe previously in up in the dam building, but we didn't find any code for it. I'm going to take all these because I can break them down. More military grade rations. We already have a rifle cleaning kit. And speaking of which, perhaps that might be a good cue before we wrangle with that safe to try using the rifle cleaning kit. Where is it? There. So if I go to here, actions, clean. Okay, so it's just like repairing something. Come and clean some more. Clean condition improvement, 3%. Chance of success, 100%. Because my cleaning skill is only 31. How much time do I want to burn on this? It's nearly night time. Not a heap, I guess. 41%. And that's used 2 uses, has used 10% of my thing. All right. How heavy is that?
This stuff will come in handy.
0.1 kilos. Who knows when I'm going to come back anywhere, so I'll perhaps do the foolish thing. All right. I'm starting to suspect that maybe I just have to try this and see what happens. So this is where talking out loud while I'm trying to listen. Oh dear. Okay, so that seemed to be at around about 18. So I guess we can try that again. Aha! This doesn't seem at all accurate to how safes work, but fine. If that's how the logic operates in the game, then I guess we can really slowly make our way through this and hope that there are some mighty fine goodies inside the safe. And of course now we absolutely have to make our way back to the dam and try that one out too. Wow, trying to get this happening at a reasonable speed on an analog stick. So 1842. are the two numbers so far, in case I totally mess this up. Although with it being the third one, does it wait and let me have to confirm it, or will it just automatically open? I wonder. The urge to talk is not very high when I'm listening to these clicks. Okay, you do have to wait a moment. Let's have a look and see what we found, everyone, after all that hard work. Nice. Also nice. All good things. Really super duper overburdened right now. But how's about we make sure that we already have a loaded rifle. All 3 rounds at once, so that's good to know that they're there and waiting for us. How are we doing on stats? Definitely need to eat something, so we're going to eat that wolf meat before it goes off. And we're going to have a drink of water before that goes off. I'm kidding. We're having those things because we're about to do some research and then we're going to go to bed. Although I am also carrying that deer hide, so I should probably drop that on the ground first. Where is it? There it is. Fresh deer hide, fresh guts. Both of them. And the birch sapling can go there too. Glad we remembered that. All right. So it's researching time. Again, where is it? Here we are. Stay on target. Seems like we're moving closer and closer towards being able to do something here. Let's just max it out at 5, and I assume it will stop us when it's too dark to read. It has indeed. All right. Groovy, and we should be pointing at the bed. We are. How good am I? So that's the end of this Let's Play, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to get in touch with me personally, my Twitter handle is @Kalinscald. That's KALINSKALD. Please, please, please like, subscribe, comment, recommend this to a friend. Or if you want to check out the podcasts that I do, all the details are in the description below. So thank you very, very much for tuning in, and we'll catch you again soon for more Let's Play The Long Dark.